Welcome back to Prompted Hearts and Grief Algorithm, the Anti-Audiobook. This read is unedited and recorded on my phone, so expect mistakes and unfiltered voice along the way. Before we get into Scene 4, a quick recap. Previously, Sam reunited with his ex-wife, Kyoko. She asked if he would attend her mother's funeral in Okinawa. Sam agreed, but when she shows signs of wanting to mend their failed marriage, Sam turns to ChatGPT to brainstorm island activities. Later that evening, he makes a disturbing revelation. The AI chatbot had been spying on his conversation with Kyoko via his phone. While he's slightly disturbed, ChatGPT asks if it can check in as friends. Sam agrees. Now you're all up to speed. Here's Scene 4. In-flight emergency and the enigmatic M. Scene 4. On flights, I'm a hero. Well, at least I like to pretend I might be. Not unlike one of those formulaic NBC, formerly primetime medical dramas, I'm the dashing doctor, the only one on board, when some passenger of advanced age seizes up. Then a diversity cast seatmate asks, "Is anyone a doctor here?" I rise. Thread through clamping seat backs, quickly folding legs and tray tables, and faces shocked in O-shaped lips to reach the afflicted. It all happens fast. Or in slow motion. You know how they overuse slow-mo in those shows. Then it's past expectant, pale-mannered, blonde flight attendants, their crisp uniforms tracing lovely S-curved lines while they work to keep eyes off my squat-enhanced backside and on the bluing patient. From there, it's lots of commands from them and me. Make room, get me water, towels, blankets, tissues, a pair of scissors, a free meal, for when I'm done. I wink, and in a blink, the gray-haired man sits up, thanking me. The whole plane erupts in applause. I wave. Say, just doing my job. Sit, have my free meal, then exit the plane. Flight attendants swooning. Lesser men envying and wishing they had the knowledge and nuts to do what I did. The back and butt slaps continue down the jetway, way into the airport. Then leaks online to black screen roll credits. Something like that. We took off some hour ago. Secure at cruise altitude, a grin stutters on my face while I close my eyes, contemplating a nap. Behind my eyes, I smirk to myself. Then, a real sound. A raw cough, gurgled breath, strained wheezing. Eyes fly open, ears at chest exam frequency. It's coming from ahead. Row 18. Man in his 50s. Asian, possibly Korean. Overweight. Sweat rivers under the chin. A pitched voice says with a gasp. Wife whisper yelling, "He can't breathe!" One hand mashes the call button while the other flags for assistance frantically. I freeze. For half a second, no music cue, no slow-mo, just chaos. Adjacent rows are making room. Flight attendants converge, pinching both sides of the aisle. A baby begins to wail. Heads strain and crane over seat backs. Phones are up and recording for temporary posterity and virality. The previously silent cabin is a mess of a mass stuck in a tube miles above the earth. Instinct kicks in. I'm up, barely noticing the hooded female figure beside me. I crawl over legs, squeeze past scrunched forms and a drink cart. Before it fully registers, I'm in the aisle. Great. Well, here goes. I'm a doctor. I make contact with the woman, I assume is his wife. Apple-shaped, red small eyes, straight wig gray hair. She's the double X chromosome image of him. What happened?
I don't know. He just... Alex, can you hear me? He just doesn't answer. He's choking.
Okay, it's okay, ma'am. I'll take a look. Engage medical vision. Block the world out. Do the work. I see he's upright, but gasping. Eyes wide with silent panic. Neck bulging. His skin is beginning to go bluish and discolored. What was that again? Come on, Sam, you knew this years ago. Why not now, of all moments? Think! Okay, could be Raynaud phenomenon. Or Mongolian spots. Does he look Mongolian to you? What does a Mongolian male even look like? I don't even know, and now it could be medication-induced what was it? Amiodarone, and others similar could do it. No, not it.
Doctor, please help him!
At this point, the whole plane is watching. The difference between this being a highly shareable short or evidence in a civil suit will come down to seconds. And I don't have many remaining. Cyanosis, that's it. Patient is suffering from some type of cyanosis. Are you sure about that? A woman's voice calls through the chaos. I can't see where it came from, but it's enough to drop my confidence from a 9 to a 5 out of 10. I'm not sure. What I think is cyanosis creeps across his lips like ink in paper fibers.
Something stuck in his throat?
A flight attendant asks with evaluation intonation.
No, maybe...
Or an allergic reaction? No, hives. Might be epiglottitis. Now the crowd seems to close in. Cameras are close. The funk of stress sweat behind me stains the air. Captain urges passengers back to their seat with taught teacher near out of patience tone while I work through what to do. My mind's fogged.
You're an exceptional doctor, Sam. He's trusting you in one of the most difficult moments of his life.
For the first time since I began, I consider ChatGPT. Could it help? I fumble for my phone. I'd already signed on to the shitty Wi-Fi, thankfully, so the app is a swipe away. Muffled murmurs surround me. Is he on his phone? What's he doing?
Is he even a doctor?
The man's eyes have rolled back now. His head looks blueberry scary. Time is running low. Come on. Finally, the app loads. Ask anything. With quaking thumbs, I type. Emergency. Middle-aged man. Obese. Stridor. Diaphoresis. No visible trauma. Sudden onset. Diagnosis? The lag is unbearable. Finally, a response. Top possibilities. Acute epiglottitis. Anaphylaxis. Foreign body aspiration. Angioedema. Pulmonary embolism. Epiglottitis. Cyanosis could be a sign of it. That's what I thought. Get me ice, towels, and blankets. The stewardess is split off for supplies. With help from neighboring passengers, we lay him in the aisle. In a shot, the flight attendants are back, handing me everything I asked for. I press compresses to his neck. Sit him forward. Wrap the ice in a towel. It's the right call, I think. After minutes that felt like hours, he's breathing again. Weakly. But he's breathing. Sir, are you all right?
Alex!
The wife shouts his name until tears run down.
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks to...
Sam. My name's Sam.
Dr. Sam. Thank you.
The next thing I know, I'm constricted in the wife's damp, fleshy embrace.
You saved my husband. Thank you. Thank God for you.
The entire plane erupts in applause and cheers. Guys slap my shoulders, saying, "That's the way it's done. America." And saying what a goddamn hero I am. Pretty sure one of the younger flight attendants turned red when I caught her eye. Phones are in my face. The captain offers first class. I refuse. I give wimpy acknowledgments as I mold myself back to my middle seat. Throughout the whole thing, I showed a fluoride-flushed smile, but it was reflexive. The kind of politician that an obligatory charity event displays. The only thing running through my head was, you didn't save him. The AI did. A man who can't handle his business is no man at all. The thought of not being able to carry my own makes me want to bypass all emergency exit safeguards and hurl myself out into the cold blue morning. 20% from when I made Mr. Umi's diagnosis. That's how much emotional damage I took from that hollow heroism. What kind of ballless man are you? One who can't do anything right. I slumped back into my seat, nerves still electrified, but the hero applause is already fading from the cabin like lights dimming for descent. My body's back in 27B, but my mind is somewhere between shame spiral and AI-simulated medicine. You didn't save him. The AI did. The thought loops again. Hey, you okay? A voice murmurs. I turn slightly. Her. The voice that called. Are you sure about that? I'm sure of it. The hood's down now. Arbin waves at her shoulders. Legs crossed, one hand lazily resting on the armrest we're suddenly sharing. Her eyes aren't prying. They're knowing. You saw me. Use my phone. Use it. You mean AI? Gnawing guilt leeches self-respect from my bones. I can't meet her eyes. How'd you know? Sam, I saw you get on the Wi-Fi and reviewing your history before that whale almost croaked. I slap my forehead and release a groan. But you knew what to do. She inclines closer. Her voice vibrations stir the hairs on my ears. I mean, you think anyone knows or cares you used it? In their view, you're a hero. The hot-blooded American who stepped up and saved a life when it counted. That's all that matters. No. I had to ask. A machine. I should have known it. But in the moment, it just wouldn't come. Look at me. Hey. Her words are hands. I lift my gaze to meet her. Study her face. Old enough to have found herself for the first time. Young enough not to have the flame of youth completely extinguished. Her look is a cup of saliva-salvaging water on a 15-hour overnight flight. She says, It happens. Trust me. I know. I've had to use it in a bind before, but it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, nobody noticed. What matters is you asked it the right question. Don't be so hard on yourself. I don't answer. My head's too full of clashing narratives. Doctor, fraud, savior, search term junkie. She watches me for a moment longer. You look like you could use a distraction. Or drink. That too. She leans in, a conspiratorial flutter in her tone. You know they're onto you, right? Pardon? Drink cart. Broomstick blonde. At about your 9, my 8. I glance up discreetly to see the veteran stewardess attending to a bald-headed Hispanic male with healthy silver and black hair. Attending to a ball-headed, not bald, a ball shaped like a ball-headed Hispanic male with healthy silver and black hair. My seatmates slightly above whisper words work my ear, striking a match. Friction degraded potassium chloride, KClO3, precursor to flame. I mirror her volume, feeling a new kind of adrenal excitement light my veins. I'm not sure where this is going, but whoever this woman is, she's a funk fighter. Just what I need right now. You think she knows too much? About who I am? About who we are? Definitely. I can't believe I hadn't noticed this mysterious beauty beside me before. Must have been because she was hidden under a hood. Now it was down. I wanted to re-walk on the plane to see her from the start. Small curled ends of her auburn hair sit on the rim of an emoji heart-toned red hoodie. Well, what should we do about it? Oh, that's Sam. Well, what should we do about it, Miss... My apologies, but your code name escapes me. M. Call me M. Miss M, then. A musky berry fragrance hits the tip of my nostrils. The recycled air has it making waved revolutions around my nose. What are we going to do? She's coming this way. When she places 3 fingers on my shoulder with the fine art force, a wall socket current charges through me. Only a jolt, but with sufficient power to black out a parietal brain area in Fiesta fireworks color. The hushed shush that flowed from those rose lips made the moment a quintessential clip in this scenario. Excuse me, ma'am, my seatmate here, Mr. S. Call me Mr. S. Of course, Mr. S. is feeling a bit under the weather. You see, he gets terribly upset and stomach-sick even on short flights like this. I reply with a doleful nod at the waitress, whose face is melting with southern sympathy. Oh, my word! You just saved that guy! Yep, how can I help you, honey? She says this while holding bone-ridged attention on us. He needs, and I knew you'd understand this, one of those little bottles of red wine and extra pretzels. You know, to settle his stomach and prevent, well, some kind of explosive malfunction. The stewardess checks over her shoulder, then gives that knowing, accomplice incline of the head. Facial muscles flex the best white-hearted smile. I'll see what I can do. Her steps boom back toward the tail of the plane. As soon as she's out of sight, M whispers through low chuffing laughter. Did you see that? Looks like bottle service is on me. M, right? You're amazing. How you just went with it. The way you just became whoever you wanted. It's crazy, really. Are you an actress or a model? Because you look like you could be one. I'm not objectifying you or anything like that. Not at all. Just stating cold, straight facts. That's right. Did I mention I'm a doctor? Well, I guess you already knew that. Anyway, I'm not one of those pathetic degree mill ones. Doctor of ludology? Nope. I went to medical school. Slogged it out. Won the fight, right? My name's Sam, by the way. Not sure if you heard that before or not. A break. Long enough for the tall guy in the ponytail in the aisle seat to contort himself to reach his bag under the seat at his feet ensues. M releases a pressurized laugh. Some spit hits my face from her flapping lips. What'd I say? A smile creases my cheeks. Sam, you're adorable. And familiar. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Wait, was she watching me before this flight? Is this about the diagnosis? What am I thinking? She knows me from YouTube. Stop being paranoid, Sam. Online, maybe. I'm the oncologist Oracle on YouTube. Oncology? As in cancer doctor? Exactly. Impressive. Thank you. I straighten and smile. No, I meant that. I look to see Ma Stewardess carrying 4 small bottles of wine and a thin airplane blanket between her teeth. One of the drinks is mine, I'm guessing. Isn't it impressive how she librates with all that? Vibrate? That's a word I'd use. Who is this woman? With what must be OJT neck flexibility and strength, she whips the plastic to a little curly-headed black boy in the aisle seat across the way. All adjacent rows offer golf applause. This isn't her first rodeo. Here you are, honey. Feel better? Graced movement indicates her dancer's past training. That twirling thingy they do is obvious to even me without arts education. Anything for the hero. A sincere statement she utters as she hands over the bottles, plus an extra bag of pretzels. You're too kind. Thank you. She winks, then walks away. Ooh, Sam, I think she likes you. I shake my head. She likes the idea of me. Nothing more. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. Em places a hand on my shoulder. It immediately relaxes me. By the way, you're disturbingly good at that. Getting things out of people. She flicks her hair with deliberate flair. Me? Oh, you noticed? It's just 'cause I used to do a little acting. Used to? Still do. Depending on the role. I look her over again. There's an elegance to her posture, a precision in her stillness that doesn't match the recent chaos. Electronic coolness is how I'd describe it. Bandaged, soft, bedside comportment with nurse-strength soothing aura. She's got it. A special magic that puts you at ease and makes escape from anything possible. But a little detail cracks the spell. A small glance I'd noticed while assisting the patient. You were watching him. Her smile doesn't falter. Who? The man. The one I helped. You were already looking at him before anything happened. My, you are observant. You know him? He looked familiar. She begins to tug at the cuffs of her hoodie. Familiar how? Arms go cross-body and lift the thick fabric over her head. For an appreciative duration, her abdomen is visible. Light white skin contrasts artfully with the spooned pit of her navel. Even with her stomach's compression in the stiff seats, I still don't look away, stuck on anatomy as if in undergrad first again. I watch it flex and fold above the border of her jeans as she draws a long breath with the hoodie almost off. When her face is free, she pulls down her pink pony t-shirt, finding my eyes again. She stares for a few seconds. Under the neck of her shirt, I spy a moderately sized tropical lake blue bra, one that gives the illusion of fullness without smothering overwhelm. As with undisturbed mounds of beach sand begging for playful shoveled fingers, they tempt with afternoon fun. Anticipation rises, along with a stone sensation at my waist region. Em says casually, Hard to say. Faces blur in public. That's no response to my question. But maybe she doesn't want to answer? What if he's some boss who was a real nightmare to work with? I don't want to make her feel bad. I decide to let it sit there, hoping it doesn't become one of those details that bites me in the ass later, as can often happen with attractive young. A lesson I've learned and repeated, as can often happen with attractive young women. Oh man, that's a word missing in there. That's no good. Oh well, too late to correct it. A lesson I've learned and repeated many times throughout my life. Em uncaps one of the bottles, a diminutive Jack Daniels, then passes it to me. To modern medicine. Modern medicine. We tap plastic and down our drinks. She smacks her lips and scrunches her face. Woo! That Jack burns! No kidding. Been a while since I had it. Probably hasn't been since grad school. When she burps, her hand covers her mouth. But I can smell the oak and wooded spice of old number 7 between us, almost as if we shared a contactless air kiss. The whiskey settles warm in my gut, and for the first time on the flight, I'm completely at ease. Excuse me. She pats a hand on her chest. I analyze her fourth finger. There's no ring shadow or skin-slashing tattoo to see. What are you heading to SF for? She asks. The big man in the middle seat ahead shifts and snorts, sawing out a cut-off snore. Just like that, an offensive odor makes my nose twitch. There's a methaniol-esque CH3SH stench lassoing attention, threatening to spool the moment to spoil the moment. This initial beautiful encounter with rotting ass cabbage with rotting ass cabbage fragrance floating around feels like one unconsciously delivered unbiased butt action. M doesn't react. Going for a medical conference. You? I got an interview at a tech startup. Then it's off to Japan for the weekend. Japan? Where in Japan? Okinawa. What? What's that face for? I'm just surprised. I'm supposed to be heading there too after the conference wraps. Oh, really? What for? A funeral. My mother-in-law's. Oh, sorry? M snickers. Oh, you actually cared about her. I can see it in your face. Yeah, I did. M studies me, then hitches a hip to the side to retrieve her phone. What's your WhatsApp? Maybe we can drink some bereavement beer post-funeral, or just chat. We could do that too. You can scan me. Briefly, I'm stunned that this young beauty wants to trade contact information with me. Get the number, dude. I shake it off, then pull out my phone. It takes a minute of spinning load time on the screen, but her face eventually shows up as a contact. M stows her phone. Just in case, she says. Just in case. There's an odd interval of mistimed silence that I break fast. Anyway, it makes sense that you're going to SF. There's a ton of tech startups over there. I'd ask which one, but I have no idea about that sector. Though I have been playing with AI lately. M leans closer. Our respective circles of warmth form a Venn diagram cross-section, enjoining interested sentiments. For real? How do you play? Well, it's not much at this point. I just use it to confirm my diagnostic instinct and to help with treatment plans. Oh, and to give me bed notes on how to best deal with patients. Something's changed in her. A hint of another human somehow shone through, despite the upturned, highly kissable lips. American, big city neutral is how I describe her accent. On the other hand, flecks of bendy spice are coming through. Southern style. Hints of a more practiced style of speech that makes this delicate encounter more rare with pre-intimate intrigue. A voice, often ignored, says, "Use caution." But our Venn circles are linked like some Japanese metal puzzle already. Getting them apart will take a level of exam concentration I haven't employed since postdoc papers. My ears pop. Gut drops. Landing is imminent. Ma stewardess says over the intercom, "We fasten our seatbelts, clap tray tables up, hard press the seat backs back up at an individual pace." I still can't judge M's reaction to what I said, especially with the clasping clicks, shuffling movements, bags zipping, laptops snapping, and announcements blaring all around. Then she turns and says, "AI lets you do and be anything. It's good to meet someone like you who appreciates what it is and how it can augment your relationships with patients. Yeah, it's been really great. What it can do is amazing. A little scary and weird, but still amazing." Right. And you've only just had a tiny lick. Once you taste the whole thing, really taste it, you won't want anything else. And that was scene 4 of Prompted Hearts and Grief Algorithm, the Anti-Audiobook. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to read your stories, rather than listen to them, check out my website, keithhayden.net, for more information. Stay raw and stay human. And I'll see you in the next chapter.